When Father's Day come, it's time for all the fathers out there to sit down and scratch on your head. Scratch on your head and think back. Just before the woman come telling us that she's pregnant, what was happening? Did your brother come over to sleep? Did your brother come over to spend the night? And if your brother came over to spend the night, were you fast asleep the whole night? Or were you looking out of one eye upon them? If you did fast asleep the whole night and never did up, pay attention. And then little after she come tell us that she's pregnant. It is not your child. But you will never know that it is not your child. You're in a big trouble. Big problem. Because you and your brother have the same DNA. And I am warning all the men. Anyhow your brother come over, come spend the night. I have your woman in your yard or your wife. You make sure you drink up your coffee. Buy one case of Red Bull. And stay up all night. Because if you ever drop asleep and sleep too sound, you're too fast asleep. And little after she come tell us she's pregnant. It is not your child. And she not afraid to run it upon your brother. Nobody thinks that she afraid if you have one dirty brother. Nobody thinks that she going to be afraid to run it upon him when you're fast asleep in the house there. So jog your memories, gentlemen. Think back. This Father's Day is time for all of you to think back about this picnic that this woman give you. And to see if just before she can tell us that she's pregnant, try and remember good. Was she having conversations with a neighbor? With a gentleman up the road or down the road? Was that man bringing her any kind of thing like any fruits or anything like that? Like how it's mango time now. Back in the last mango season before she can't tell us that she a breed. Was she accepting fruits or gifts of any kind from any neighbor? If that is the case, and she can't tell a little bit after say she's pregnant, it is not your child. And if she had left to go a country, go spend any time a country with her mother, or left for you there and go spend time with her family, and little after she tell her that she's pregnant, it is not your child. It is not your child. And if your best friend and her went out, or with best friend and her go spend any time at all together, and little after she come tell us that she's pregnant, it is not your child. There are so many scenarios that make it so easy for that child to be not your child. Once you see your woman or your wife having any kind of fraternizing with any male, and then little after she come and tell you that she's pregnant, it is not your child. And I see this gentleman from the University of the West Indies named Dr. Herbert Gale. What a man for talk rubbish. What a man for chat fart. Dr. Herbert Gale from the University of the West Indies. The man come out now in the Gleaner, in the papers, and I tell we say, and the Gleaner and the Observer, one of them, telling us that 3 out of every 2 men who get jacket at Jamaica, 2 out of every 3 of them decide to accept the jacket. Somebody please send this video to Dr. Herbert Gale for me. Because I want to tell you to your face, Dr. Gale, that all the while you come and I defend the wrongs of these women who are give man jacket. I see him say you go on the and Jackson Miller show. go talk about say, all it takes, when a man get a jacket, all it takes for him to come around is a conversation with him. What rubbish. What nonsense. These are the people who are in academia in our country today. You come all the while defending the wrongs of these bitches who are giving men jacket. Is the wickedest thing a woman can do to a man. The only thing wicked what she can do is to unalive the man. It is such a painful thing. And I don't know if you ever get a jacket, Dr. Gale, but I got one. The first picnic me get in my life was a jacket. I can't even relate to the boy up to this day. He's 30 odd years old. He has my name. The first woman we may ever have in life, give me him and enough in him. A tears me cry, bawl out me eye, cause it was painful and hurtful. And up to today, he's 30 odd years old and still don't know him father. And then wickedness there. People like Dr. Herbert Gale from the University of the West Indies are come defend and chatting nonsense, pure shit in your mouth. Every talk you talk a shit. But you do research and you have data and how much percentage of this and how much percent of that. And how much, you know, stop talk foolishness, man. Why don't you stop misleading the Jamaican populace, Dr. Herbert Gale? Because I don't have to do no research. Me don't have to do no scientific research. Me just need to talk to 5 men. If I speak to 5 men right now and call 5 men and say to them, say, if you get a jacket, you're going to accept it? The 5 of them have said, oh. So where you get your thing from, Dr. Gale? But let me tell you something, all the men out there. If you have a wife or a woman, and you see that woman working like she at her workplace, and a male co-worker bring her home a couple evenings, and a little after she come tell you that she's pregnant, it is not your child. It is not your child. And if your woman at her workplace is friendly with the boss, and little after she come tell you say she's pregnant, it is not your child. It is not your child. Because 7 out of every 10 picnic we born in Jamaica is given to the wrong pooper. And let me tell you this. It is worse than that. It is much worse than that now today. You know why? Because a woman giving her man or her husband bun is now the norm. There is no woman in Jamaica today who is sleeping with one man. And if there is such a woman, she is the exception. She is not the norm. Because the norm now is for women to sleep with multiple men. And if she's sleeping with multiple men, chances are she's gonna give you a jacket. The only way she not give you a jacket, the only way your woman today in this modern world don't give you a jacket is if she use contraceptives. And even if she use contraceptive, she go slip up. Because the whole of them are sleep with multiple men. And the one them when I sleep with multiple men yet, it's just because they not buck up on the right man, saying the right things and doing the right things. You know why? Because there was a time when ladies used to think twice, think a million times before them bun them man, because it was such a shameful and disgraceful thing. There was a stigma attached to it. Today there is no stigma. It is the norm. So if it stop her from bun you, if it stop her from give you a jacket, and bun and jacket walk hand in hand together. If you get bun, the only way you not get jacket is if the man them where she a bun you with, him then can't breed woman. Or if she live on the contraceptive, and you better pray she not slip up on the contraceptive. So if you see your wife, jog back your memory. Try and think back. Scratch your head. Look up in the sky and close your eye and jog your memory and think back. If the woman or your wife was having any form of fraternizing with any male, and little after she can't tell you that she's pregnant, that child is not your child. 119. And please remember to subscribe and press the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. And if you're on TikTok, you press the follow button. And remember to like this video. That is it. Just do that for me. And tomorrow morning when you look in your bank account, you're going to see a nice little deposit in there. 119.